Trick from I'm so sorry, from Dickey's a long time ago. If you're
What's up, guys? It's Ryan. We're back with another episode of America's Best Restaurants, where we're traveling the country coast to coast to bring you the places that you should be at on a regular basis. Today we're in South Lebanon, just outside of Cincinnati, at a place called Dickey's Barbecue Pit. We're gonna try some brisket, a few other items. We're gonna sit down and talk with the owner, Randy. Great guy. If you wanna see what we're trying, come with me. We're back, we're inside. We've got our three items as promised. Randy's a man of his word here. But before we dive into these, Randy, tell us a little bit how you got started into the restaurant industry.
I started with a brand called McDonald's back when I was 16 years old.
Heard of it.
Had the opportunity to hire my little brother. We both worked our way up through the ranks, and he was a general manager for me. I was the area supervisor. We eventually outgrew that and left McDonald's. Our paths crossed in the business world later down the road, and a friend of ours opened the first Dickey's Barbecue here in Cincinnati.
Okay.
And so Kevin says to me, he says, hey, my brother Kevin says, hey, let's go look at this restaurant. And when I walked in the front door, I remembered, I said, I'm done, let's go. He says, you don't want to taste the food? I says, no, I don't need to. I said, it smells good.
Oh yeah.
And so the smell of the hickory smoke and the barbecues will really hooked me on Dickey's. And we signed a franchise agreement, signed for multiple locations, opened our first two locations in 2014, I believe it was, 6 weeks apart. Wow. And here we are. Yeah. So loving it.
This is great. And that smell hits you as soon as you walk in the door.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. It's still going. I love it. This food looks great. Let's dive into it. What are we looking at here?
This is brisket, probably our staple meat. We're a Dallas, Texas-based franchise. Brisket is known from Texas. A lot of people here in the Midwest are not typically brisket eaters because we're closer to the East Coast, which is known for pork, pulled pork. We have pulled pork as well, but brisket is what we're known for. The most popular way to serve brisket probably is chopped. And that's a little bit of both there, but that's a little bit of both there. What happens when people ask for sliced brisket, what happens is, because our meat is so tender, it's cooked 12 to 14 hours overnight, and it is so tender, unless you slice it pretty thick, it'll literally start falling apart on you. Okay. You know, so, but with a chopped brisket, when we slice the brisket and trim the brisket, we take the good fat off the top, and that's where all the flavor's at. And so it's kind of mixed in with the meat and keeps it moist. Right. And but that's the most popular meat. One of the most popular meats that we have is a brisket.
Now you were telling us off camera that the brisket is actually one of the tougher pieces of meat.
It is. It comes from the sternum from the cow. So right between the two shoulders of the cow, where all the muscle's at. It's a very tough piece of meat. So that's why it's got to be smoked for 12 to 14 hours.
So that's that fall off, fall apart kind of.
Oh yeah. You can slice it thick. Probably a quarter to half inch thick to keep it in planks if you want a piece of sliced brisket. But it's falling apart. It's real juicy and tender.
It looks incredible.
It's good.
Yeah. And we've got some mac and cheese, some coleslaw here. It all looks really good.
Great.
Yeah. Let's move on to this one. I'm gonna try this mac and cheese though. You go ahead.
All right, well the ribs, I learned a trick from Dickey's a long time ago. We advertise fall off the bone ribs, okay? Mm-hmm. And I'll show you how you can tell. If you're cooking ribs at home, you know your ribs are done. If you can separate the meat with a plastic fork off the
Look
bone.
at that.
Okay, so that is a perfectly cooked rib right there. Of course, off the top of it here. So that is some St. Louis style ribs that are smoked for about 2.5 to 3 hours. They're seasoned with a rib rub, which is a salty, dry rub. They're smoked in the pit with hickory wood, and then they're brushed with sweet sauce. The sweet sauce kind of tones down the saltiness of the dry rub. It's a great product.
And that bone is clean.
Yeah.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
And this one's got...
This is jalapeno beans, as well as green beans, bacon and onion green beans. And I promise you the green beans are as good as what your mother would fix or your grandma would fix.
All right. I'll try this. I'll let you know. Because I even remember sitting in the kitchen, splitting ends with grandma.
Oh, yeah.
On the green beans. You got grandma on the back?
No.
Snapping the ends off of us?
I think Mr. Dickey was the one that probably took notes from his grandma, and that was a long time ago.
There you go. It shows. That's really good. And then our last one there.
Yeah, we have some. So we have turkey and spicy cheddar sausage, as well as baked potato casserole and some barbecue beans. We serve 2 types of sausage: a Polish sausage, which is very popular here in the Midwest, but then Dickey's is also known for the spicy cheddar, which has cheddar cheese as well as jalapeno chips in it. It's a very spicy, but it's not too spicy. It's got a nice flavor profile to it. And of course, one of our best kept secrets is our boneless, skinless turkey breast. And everybody says thinking about that dry turkey at Thanksgiving. Mm-hmm. Our turkey's not dry.
No?
It is very moist. Got a great flavor profile with that hickory smoke in it as well.
You don't need any gravy on it.
No. We were talking off camera as well. Really good barbecue meat, if it's cooked right, the barbecue sauce complements it. It's not a requirement. So that's the thing about this meat specifically. If I were eating, I would not put barbecue sauce on it.
All right. Well, there you got it. The meat does not need barbecue sauce if it's done right. Tell us, Ray, how can people get in here and enjoy some of this food? Where can people find you?
We're located in South Lebanon on Corwin Nixon Boulevard, right in front of Target and beside Lowe's. We're also located in Mason, just down south of Kings Island on 71. And of course, you can find us at dickeys.com. We have online ordering at dickeys.com, and we'll also deliver to your home with DoorDash as well.
Perfect. Well, guys, if you like this food, if you like restaurant content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification so you know when we drop a new episode. That's it for us. There's going to be a full listing of Dickey's right here on americasbestrestaurants.com. You got to go because we're going to dive in. We'll catch you on the next one.